about fear. The fear one encounters when choosing a beer. Over 6,000 years ago, the Babylonians, first creators of beer, would be astounded at the choices they have and the variety at hand. People today, however, are overwhelmed when facing the decision of choosing a beer. However, I believe that with an adventurous spirit, trial and error, and a brief knowledge of lagers and ales, everyone can enjoy choosing a beer. Basically, there are two types of beer, lager and ale. They are both alike in that they consist of water, hops, yeast, and grain. The hops are used to preserve the quality of the beer, while the grains and yeast work together in the fermentation process. The differentiating factor that separates the two are the way in which the yeast ferments. Duane Sverzinski, author of the Big Book of Beer, explains that the yeast from a lager will gather and then sink to the bottom, while the yeast from an ale will gather at the top before sinking to the bottom. While there are many different varieties of lager, Pilsner is the most popular. Sverzinski goes on to say that Pilsner accounts for over 90% of the world's production of beer. In fact, Budweiser, the most popular lager, is a Pilsner itself. So instead of asking for a Budweiser next time, why not try an F.A.'s, which has a tangy yet bittersweet taste. If you're really brave, author Brian Glover of Camera Dictionary of Beer suggests putting away the Pilsner and trying a dark German beer known as a Dunkel. St. Pauli Girls, a personal favorite, distributes a Dunkel known as Special Dark. Special Dark contains 4.8% alcohol and has a malty, rich taste and a beautiful color. However, I could not get one today, so there is not one here. While most lagers do not contain a very high volume of alcohol, you may want to try an ale, which is known for its high alcohol content. If you want your beer to be potent, add more hops, claims Brooks Hamaker in his article, "Here Are the Brawling Beers." Adding more hops, however, will create a more bitter taste, which is a trademark of most ales. If you aren't accustomed to this taste, I suggest trying a lighter ale and working your way up to a more hoppier variety. Tilburg's Dark Brown Ale is a great choice and is said to be one of a kind. It will be dark but light in hops. After you've finished your Tilburgs, I suggest working your way up to an Indian Pale Ale, which is briefly known as IPA. Dry and hoppy, their alcohol content ranges anywhere from 5% to 7.6%. Tyranina brews an excellent beer known as Scurvy, which has an orange zest and a fruity hoppy taste. At 6.5% alcohol content, I suggest drinking this beer with a meal. Remember that a lager and an ale differ from each other, and that lagers ferment at the bottom and ales ferment at the top and then sink to the bottom. With this brief knowledge of beer, I believe that you are prepared to choose your very own. Thank you, and have a great day. Does anyone have any questions?